Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I am Blee Carswell. This is a temporary logo, so I don't know why I got it on a shirt. But anyway, to all my new subscribers, this is my Journey to Becoming a Car Journalist video series. I quit my job 2 years ago to pursue my sort of dream of becoming a car journalist, and in this little vlog sort of series, I track my progress and run through what I've been doing to get to this job. Obviously, we're not there yet, but this is just a little update of what's happened since the last video. So I think my last video in this series was filmed in about February. So as I've just sort of mentioned in my intro, hello to all the new subscribers. I think since that video I have about 4 or 5 times more subscribers now than I did then. So that's great. Hello to all of you. If you watch this, fantastic. If not, also fantastic. Thank you for subscribing. And definitely a big hello to all of the Saab people who are watching. In the last few weeks my Saab videos seem to have done really well on YouTube, and I've gained quite a lot of subscribers from them. I'm hoping that nobody sort of gets the wrong idea that this channel is going to be dedicated to the Saab. It is my car, so it's obviously going to feature, but as it might be obvious by now if you've looked on my channel, that I will be doing videos on whatever I can get my hands on. So it's not exclusively Saab videos, but thank you for subscribing. Really appreciate the comments, guys, and the subscriptions. Obviously, I'm aiming for 1,000 by the end of the year. As I mentioned, I want to become a car journalist, and my plan is kind of to be in a position by the time I graduate where I've got a big enough audience on YouTube and various other platforms where I don't need to get a job. I can be my own boss and produce my own content. So thank you everybody. If you keep subscribing, etc, etc, that'd be brilliant. The first thing I'm going to sort of touch on, sort of throwing back to the last video I did, was the audio and video quality. Now in that last video, if anybody watched it, can't remember what it did for views. Like I said, I didn't have as many subscribers then. I was moaning about my audio and video quality. I'm hoping this one is a damn sight better because it's being filmed on a DSLR opposed to an action camera. The sort of audio quality is getting there. I still kind of struggle, but I'm sure my video quality is a lot higher than it was. So my audio at the moment is being filmed on a shotgun mic that is positioned on top of my camera. I need to look at the lens instead of the screen. I find that difficult. So the audio I'm still not entirely sure about, but the video quality I am happy with at the moment. The difficult thing with audio, is because I film videos with other people, I can't just use the clip-on microphone all the time because then I sound okay, but the other person sounds really quiet, and then if I try and edit it in post-production, it's really awkward because I'll be there, they'll be down there. If I want them to be there, I've got to cut all of their bits out and boost it, and it brings all the background up, and it just sounds a mess. So I bought this shotgun mic to try and get rid of some of that. It's finally getting there. So what else has happened? Well, obviously the channel's been doing well, but since February, what else have I been doing? Well, university really. I finished my first year, so I've now finished my first year at university. It's gone well. In my last video I was moaning about sort of the assignments I've been set because they all required an interview in one way or another, and that was something I was going to find difficult because, again, for new people who are sort of only just subscribing, I have autism, I have Asperger's, so that means I get quite anxious about things, and my whole concept of interviewing people was something that I wasn't particularly comfortable with. However, I'm glad to say that after this term, all of my marks have come back now, and the lowest I got was an 80, which is a first. So a 70 is a first, so obviously an 80 is a first. So my lowest mark this term is an 80. I'm really happy with that. I also managed to get a 90 and a 94. The 94 was for my feature, which was I interviewed somebody who owns a Ferrari, and yes, I was very happy with that. So despite being stressed, it's kind of worked out. Overall, I think I'm going to have a first this year because I got a first before Christmas and my marks were as good as they are after Christmas. So yeah, it should be a first. I also won this award for doing well, basically, so that's nice. As I mentioned, I want 1,000 subscribers. I'm kind of... The thing is, I don't mind working for somebody else, obviously. But I would love to be my own boss, which is kind of why I'm trying to do as much of this as I can. One thing I'm aware I do need to do though is more writing. It seems to fall by the wayside a bit, but that's kind of because I am leaning more towards, if I could, I'd love a job on telly. Obviously everybody says that, but that means I need to do as much of this video stuff as I possibly can and get used to looking there instead of there. I've got a screen next to my thing and I keep looking at it. But yeah, the reason I don't do as much writing as I'd perhaps like is because videos take up a lot of time. So between planning it, filming it, editing it, and then sorting out the upload, so you know, description, thumbnail, etc, etc, I'd say it's 16 hours a week, so it's the equivalent of a part-time job. I don't mind because, well, I do mind because I'm skint, but I don't mind because, like I say, I want to be doing this as a job. So putting in the hours, it's a good thing to be doing. I'm hoping, actually, sorry to change the subject completely, you can't hear audio because I think there's building work going on over there. You can't hear their banging, is what it is. This isn't a very professional setup, regardless. I've got a light down there, which is why you can see shadows and my camera keeps going weird. So yeah, uni went well, YouTube's going well. What didn't go quite so well though is my car was crashed into last term. If you follow me on social media, or you might have seen my video, my beloved Renault Sport Clio 182 was sadly written off. That meant I then had to buy a new car. As you've probably seen, that was the Saab. The Saab was chosen for various reasons, but one of the reasons was because I wanted to make videos on it, and I thought a $250,000 big old estate car would be a good thing to choose. Not the most sensible purchase in the world. I wouldn't say I regret it as such, but it is costing me. It's a bit more expensive to run than the Clio because obviously I had to insure it, and the insurance was more. And it's just, I don't know, I love the car, it's just it's not the most sensible thing for me to have bought, especially considering I've got no income, because it isn't the cheapest thing in the world. It is what it is. There'll be another video on that soon. I am turning it into a camper van, so as always, make sure you're subscribed because that will be a good video, I hope. So as I've mentioned, it's now my summer holidays. I finished uni a month and a bit ago, and then in the middle of last month I went to Car magazine for work experience. This is again me. I want as much on my CV, I want to be doing as much as possible to be in the best position as possible to get the job I want. So I did work experience at Car magazine. Now this was a good experience for me, obviously. I got to meet lots of lovely people who are doing the jobs that I want to do, and yeah, it was a good eye opener. The problem is that I want to do more work experience. Obviously it's just good to get your face around these places, but that was, you know, obviously the first hurdle is getting it because you have to sort of pester people for the work experience in the first place. But the problem is I have to travel to do the work experience. So this work experience was down in Peterborough. So it cost me, well, it cost my mum because she helped me. What was it? You know, it's a good couple £100, probably 250, 300 pounds by the time you've done the week staying, eating, driving. And it's expensive, and unfortunately I can't afford that really. So as much as I want to try and get more over summer, it is difficult because it is that financial burden, and because I'm trying to put as much time into doing this as possible, it means I don't have a job, you know what I mean? So I haven't got a job, which means I can't pay for work experience, but then I'm doing this instead, and I don't know if this is the best thing to do instead of work experience. Don't know. Basically I'm skint and I just want this to work. We'll see how we get on. Now regardless of work experience happening or not, I am keen to do as much content as possible to get this channel to be where I want it to be. So to that end, this video is admittedly a little bit of a filler video because I don't have a car video to upload this week. So what have I got coming up? Well, towards the end of this month there'll be car content that will probably resume next week. So don't worry, you don't want to see my face talking to you for 10 minutes in a row. There'll be a car video next week, and then yeah, I've got some good stuff lined up. So there'll be more traditional review of something, then there'll be not necessarily a review, but quite a good video involving quite an illustrious brand, so that'll be good. Then there's also the camping in the Saab video, that'll be good. Then at the end of this month I am doing the 4-baller driving event, so that takes us from Ace Cafe in London up to Edinburgh, and that is over 4 days and 3 nights camping. So I'll have a video from each day of that to upload, and then I'm going to Goodwood where we're going to try and film something. And then, like I mentioned, there should be a press car, so fingers crossed the channel will be in a much better place by the end of July. It's all exciting stuff. I'm excited these opportunities turning up. It's hard work getting there, but you know, it's finally taken off, and I feel that we're finally breaking through and we're getting to where I want to be. So I'm going to wrap it up. I think I've been rambling for far too long, as always on these videos. So if you could follow my social medias, if you don't already, that would be amazing. Kind of similar to this sort of video series on my Instagram in particular. I sort of upload daily and try and keep you guys updated on what I've been doing as I try and get into this industry and get the job I want. I'll put a link below. It is just @Blee Carswell. But if you're on Instagram and you follow me, that'd be great. I'm trying to make that grow as well. Yeah, so I've been Blee. Thank you for watching, and very much a big thank you for subscribing and watching the videos. We're getting there. I'm very happy we're finally getting there. But anyway, I'll need to stop talking. I've been Blee. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.